Hello everybody and welcome back. My name's Zenji and today we're playing Frostpunk 2. Currently we are on the Legacy of the New London playthrough. And yeah, hope you're all doing well. Let's get into it. Hey everybody. Yeah, if you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to stay up to date with our adventure. Thanks for joining. Okay, so where we left off, currently we have 10,000 people. And yeah, trying to figure out our next steps. We have an info tag here. Okay, so program war, mandatory school. Stewart, people are increasingly arguing over the curriculum taught in schools. Some think we should reduce theoretical knowledge and provide more survival training. We're filling these kids' heads with numbers and useless junk. Explained an angry trapper. We ought to take them on field trips to hunt. Others argue for exact opposite. We need to teach children how to think and come up with new solutions instead of perpetuating outdated practices. There's an engineer. Alright, so I think a bit of both is actually pretty good, to be honest. Yeah, so I say keep a balanced education. And this relations marginally worsen with all communities. Okay, we make everyone equally upset. That's great. Don't mind that at all. Okay, resource depot is nearly kaput. This is the extraction district, so let's check it out quick. Still very pretty. Oh wow. Okay, so this is over here, back at the main hub, New London. We're gonna dismantle that now. So when we demolish that, we get some more heat stamps and prefabs. It's great for us. Okay, we're gonna take a look at the old Dreadnought. I think we're still on our way to building up on this side. Okay, so we still need to transfer about 15 units of oil to New London to complete this black gold side quest. We'll have to figure that part out. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, I love how that moves with your screen. That's quite cool. Okay, so what can we build? Let's check it out. We do have another oil depot on this side, so we can build an extraction district here. Okay, hopefully when this is done, then we can then transfer those extra goods back to New London. Okay, so not too bad. We have about 10 Frostland teams available, so not much at the moment. We'll have to figure that part out. But we do have a pop-up over here. Edge of Shame. It seems to have come around for us. No contagion prevention. Stewart. With disease currently under control, more and more citizens resent being forced to wear unwarranted infectious badges. Aye, I've got the clap. But ain't spreading that's annoying just by breathing, complained one. But with this blasted thing pinned on, everyone runs at the sight of me like I'm a goddamn leper. A mixed coalition of delegates agrees with the complaints and has drafted a new law which would deregulate the issue of contagion altogether. The no contagion prevention law is now available in the council. Okay, that could be a good way to resolve that issue, I guess. Alright, so what we want to do is find a new location to explore. We have a crash transport, which I think we visited last time. On this side, Royal Navy, we've done that. We're transporting goods from the old Imperial freighter, sorry. And that's going to the old Dreadnought. So let's perhaps check the meadows. Oh, we need more Frostland teams. Wait a sec. Okay, so that's just changing routes. And this is going to New London. I think the solution is actually to go to New London and then make our way to these other logistical hubs. There's one over there. And we shall build another logistics hub there. Hopefully that should give us more Frostland teams. I'm putting this together roughly though, assuming that works. Okay, we're going to speed time up a little bit. Currently on week 210, day 6-7. Right. New extraction district is up and running. I think we go to the living. Where is it? Action. We can actually put the blasting coal mine addition or dust coal. Or not. Oh wait, because it's an oil mine, not a coal mine. Well, that makes sense. Alright, so let's check it out, what we need. Currently, we're at 60 units, and we need to go to 75. Although, let's just crank it to 120. Okay, the new fuel flows. Anticipation fills the air as the first transport of oil is sent to New London. The dream of a future without feeling cold feels surreal. To make it happen, however, we will need to modify the generator, turn this black gold into heat. This will be irreversible. What future we build for ourselves will depend on it. We must decide. Okay, chapter 2, ambitions. Seems like we're at a pivot point. Okay, ambitions. People cheer as oil reaches the city, but the question of what it means for our future remains. The years of suffering are coming to an end. Let us improve the generator further and pump oil until the snows of the city melt forever. Shout the Stuarts' leaders. However, the pilgrims, those bastards, what Stuarts want is hubris. New London won't last forever. The frost is our reality. We have to embrace it. Venture forth. Use oil to settle new homes in the white beyond. The people look to you to decide the city's future. Okay, so 2 options. Oh, that looks quite cool. So there's 2 little animations you see on the right. So one's a tree. Of course, this is you look to decide the city's future. The Stuarts approve of this decision. Pilgrims will disapprove of this. This unlocks oil pumps. Generate upgrade that uses only oil, unlocks ability to exploit unlimited deep deposits. Pilgrim's fervor is increased, so that means they're angry. Of course, we will go with this decision. Okay, defeat the frost. More reading. We first need to upgrade the generator with oil pumps to use the new fuel. Then we must research further and further upgrade the generator with surplus injectors to make New London warmer than ever before. You found oil can also help us reach previously inaccessible deep deposits, which will not run out. We may tap into them for security of the city. Okay, so oil pumps. Generate upgrade is unlocked and available to be built. Melting deep deposits and generate upgrades research are unlocked. Okay, so we can clearly melt some ice, access deep deposits.
Due to lack of maintenance materials, only the most urgent repairs will be undertaken.
Okay, before we do that, let's just fix this district. Or demolish it, sorry. We don't have any more resources there. So that shall go. We're in New London, and we have an idea tree here, which is the generator upgrade. Okay, which is already researched. Interesting. Okay, so it's going to run exclusively on oil. So coal mines will become obsolete. Okay, so what we can do is go to the melting snow deposits research tab here, and there it looks like there's 3 ideas. Oh, sorry, it's 1 idea with 3 sub ideas, I guess. Yeah, so there's only 2 ideas, so 1 from the Stuarts and 1 from the New Londoners. The New Londoners suggest deep melting drill constructed in these districts, food extraction. Okay, so it requires 300 workers, squalors increase, material demand is 60. And the positives are production efficiency is extremely increased, unlocks access to deep deposits which are virtually unlimited. Sounds pretty good. Okay, so what is the problem? There's no change. Okay, I like the Stuarts, so we'll go with them. I think the Frostbreakers have finished over here, so we're gonna crack some more ice. Once they're done there, we can build our new logistics center. Hopefully that opens up some more Frostland teams, allowing us to venture further north into the white. Okay, so we have... Oh, what's going there? We have the oil cistern here in the mountainside path. A tanker filled with oil hangs in narrow crevice. It will be dangerous to extract without specialized equipment. Okay, so we need to have an operational scouts headquarters building. Of course, that means there's a high chance of success. If we send regular workers... so, yeah, we can obviously extract it, but some workers may die. We're currently very low on-ish. So we'll be smart about this and try get some more Frostland teams and then get that main hub upgraded.
Steward!
Okay, looking at the Stuarts, their faction is sitting at 1,400 members. I think we're gonna follow them and the New Londoners just because they're the majority groups. So there is a fund projects option here, so we can fund a project to be beneficial to the community. The larger the population, the more heat stamps required to fund them. Okay, that's interesting. What do we do here? Doesn't really say. I must say, there's a lot of reading in this game, and takes away a bit from the gameplay, but I guess it is a campaign story mode, so. Right, Abe Chambers, 90, former shipwright. Holy shit. Okay, so he's 90 years old, 90 summers. Well, winter's more like it. I've had a good life, I guess. Well, I've had a life. Anyway, not anyone in the old Queen's crew can say the same. I've always thought I'd be showing my Liddy's grave, but now Pete's pressuring me to donate my body to the city. Apparently, them doctors are using dead folks' skin to fix up frostbite or something. Can't they leave me alone? Jeez, like, haven't I been through enough? Holy shit. That is crazy. The lack of law regulating funerals is causing tension to rise throughout the city. That is crazy. But yeah, if you're dead, yeah, I don't know. Ooh, okay, so we have the central hub now, which means we can have the generator oil pump. Okay, that costs 200 workers, 200 heat stamps, 100 prefabs, and 1 core. Okay, by doing that, that means our generator exclusively runs on what do you call it? Oil. Alright, we're going to be building our new logistics center. Once that is done, we should have more Frostland teams. Of course, it's fantastic for us. And we're breaking ice over here in the old Dreadnought. Okay, so looking at our to-do list, on the left-hand side here, we've got construct generator. So that's what we've just done now. That's the central district upgrade we just done, or doing. And then research and construct generator surplus injectors. So injectors, activate surplus injectors and supply enough oil to reach heat surplus. And then optional is to research melting deep deposits and build a deep melting drill, which I think currently is being worked on.
Do not be alarmed by any
7%.
unusual noises coming from the generator. Routine maintenance work is underway.
Okay, the construct generator oil pumps in the central district has been completed. Looks like we have another info pop-up. Rally of support, Stuart's rally. Stuarts have begun throwing rallies in celebration of the Generate upgrade. Orderly rows of faction members and supporters for the city squares. Tell them what we rally for. Their leaders shout from podiums. We rally for progress. We rally for the generator. We rally for the city. Their passion is contagious, inspiring others to put in additional effort for the benefit of the city. Do you want to ask them to promote something specific? Okay, so there's 4 options here. First one is contribute more workforce. Stewards should look for and recruit volunteers who can enhance our workforce. Percentage of active workers increase. There is contribute heat stamps. So this is +2 from rally of support. Okay, so yeah, we're going to be raising heat stamps, I guess from the city, mobilizing forces. Stewards will field elite squads of guards to be used at the steward's discretion. And then there's say nothing. Okay, so yeah, this could be construed as like right wing, and then I guess the New Londoners are left wing, but yeah, law and order in the apocalypse, never a bad thing, I think. I think the best thing to do is contribute more workforce, so we're going to go with that option.
The stalwarts are rallying.
Okay, so in the tutorial slash, yeah, I guess the tutorial general tab here, factions can engage in rallies if they have positive relations with you and tension in your city is low during rallies. They slow their support for your decisions. Celebrate current direction of your city and help you develop it further. Okay, while rallies are in effect, the rallying faction gives either a workforce or heat stamp income bonus depending on the player choice. Will engage in positive events with the city. Recruits new members to their faction. Alright, so basically we've just given them numbers, and positive effect of that is now we essentially have more engineers, I would say. Okay, we have another repair to do here in this housing district. Okay, so this coal extraction district here is just about to be extinguished. Once that's done, then we can dismantle that. And then, I guess, get some more heat and materials from it. So we're going to speed time up just a little bit. Make sure that's done. And there it goes. And that again. And yeah, we're going to dismantle that. Hey, more reading. My goodness. Okay, so a rowdy funeral. There was a shameful display during the wake yesterday. Some of the deceased family wanted a traditional burial, while others complained about wasteful antics. Said the body should be donated to further the city's healthcare. This could save people's lives. Was answered with, "Won't risk my father's soul." And as people got more heated, they eventually came to blows. In the aftermath of the fight, the body disappeared and each side suspects the other of foul play. Sadly, this is not an isolated incident. Maybe we need common rules to get everyone on the same page. Okay, so I'm going to commit to resolving this issue. No one should be forced to give up their body in life or death. Okay, looks like my hunch was correct. We now have access to more Frostland teams, which is fantastic. We're going to do that by sending them off into the unknown meadow. For a few years, flowers appeared in this field. It seemed they have adapted to survive in the frost. Then the whiteouts blew the last of them away. Only weeds remain. Some say that when the first spring comes, flowers will grow here again. So the territory is rugged. The threat level is dangerous, and many scouts will be injured, but the possible findings are prefabs, cores, and Frostland dwellers. So more people to add to our ranks. Okay, that's one option. There is a closer one called the Highlands. Let's check this out. Right, there are rumors of wise women in these hills who tell stories of the old world. Years ago, some of the women complained the infirmary could not treat their ailments. They sought out these hills and never returned, sparking rumors they had become wise women themselves. So, the territory is rugged, threat level is dangerous, And again, many scouts will be injured. But possible findings are arson and dwellers, cores, and prefabs. Well, it would solve our health problems. So I think we try that. Also, it's close, so if we can get more expeditions, eventually when we do link it up, there'll be less issues. Okay, so we need to regulate our law. We're going to do that right now. Which is over here. Nope. Okay, I don't know where it's disappeared to. Is that like a law I vote on? And not yeah, I think it's a law I vote on. Just research. Okay, so we have the generator surplus injectors. Two options here. We can go with the New Londoners or the Stewards. And everything is the same. We're just aligning with either or. I think I'm going to go with the New Londoners just to divvy up some of the, I don't know, attention. Okay, it looks like we have some issues over here. We're just going to pause quick. Try to figure this part out. So, looking at... Oh, why is the generator off? There's no fuel. Okay, hold on a sec. I wonder... Okay, so we need coal. Where would we find coal? Okay, I think what we do is switch out our resource here to 75. Let's try and make this even if we can. Yeah, that seems to have fixed our issue. And this game's got layers. Alright, our scouts have arrived. No, they have not. Okay, when that white bar has come around. Alright, we're paused. Okay, what is next? The council. Okay, so two options. We have the city and society. I think the city, or the society one with the funerals. I think that's got to be voted on. Okay, so two options here. Harvesting funerals. The deceased will be harvested and their healthy body parts used to support city healthcare, and harvested remains will be incinerated and ashes transferred to relatives. Okay, so disease is slightly decreased, research speed is slightly increased. And then ceremonial funerals. Bodies must be buried untouched after a traditional funeral. Show proper respect to the departed. Relatives must be allowed to mourn with dignity. I mean, even the pilgrims support that. Hey, I gotta hand it to them. That is something I will also go with. Okay, so we're gonna go with the New Londoners, and we're gonna try convince them to vote for. And if we do, they're gonna be selecting. Okay, so there's pressurized coal liquefier, which I don't know if we need that anymore since we've transferred to oil-based fuel only. Then there's a machine-centric shifts. Put less pressure on workers. The workplaces must keep the machines powered around the clock and adjust working hours accordingly. And then there's mechanized sawmill. A massive sawmill loading frozen wood directly into mulching machines that separate usable materials from waste byproducts. That seems like the best option. But this one also is quite nice because it's a very low requirement or low effect byproduct of this law. Yeah, let's vote.
The eyes have it.
Well, there you go. A nice number over there. The law has been passed. Okay, so the funerals regulated. Funerals law has been regulated. Kept your promise and avoided unnecessary chaos in the city. Trust has risen. Look, I must admit, the pilgrims do have a point there. We need to keep that respect part intact. We cannot be taking people's dead relatives and skinning them for, I guess, the benefit of the frostbitten. Okay, so this is a food district, and we use the deep melting drill. Unlocks access to deep deposits which are virtually unlimited. So we're gonna try that. There is also a deep melting drill for extraction. I think we're good with food, so let's go with... Is there nothing available? Yeah, let's try this one. And if we do this one? Nothing. Okay, we go back. Seems like we can't do the oil one just yet. Does seem like our whale outpost will be depleted very shortly. We'll have to wait and see about that. We still don't have any mountaineers available. And we still have about... There's 1 week worth of iron deposits remaining, which I don't know if that makes sense. Okay, so right, we can't zoom into that. Okay, so research and construct generator surplus injectors. Then we need to activate them. But there's also an optional one, which is research melting deep deposits, which we've done. And now we've just built it. Okay, so that is now finished. Activate surplus injectors. Where do we do it?
The steward appreciates all your adoring
Okay, so if we add another research institute to this housing district, that does increase our research speed, which is great. The housing districts having these research centers will obviously push forward the idea tree, meaning things move faster and quicker. So you got to be aware of that. Yeah, so in the bottom left, there's these three, I think, glowing icons. The first one is progress. We will build machines to carve our place in the ice. We will improve ourselves with technology. We will rip resources from the frozen earth in to sustain everyone. We will bend nature to our will, and we will thrive. Okay, so one is progress, one is merit, one is reason. So if I right click on that. Okay, so manage. Okay, so these are the laws we've passed. And for instance, the ceremonial funerals, which we've just passed. Now that goes under the reason tab. Then there's equality, which on week 168 we with the infectious badge, which had some drawbacks. And then for progress, we've had the most laws passed. A blasting coal, city development effort, blasting coal again, and then mass produced goods, and then deep melting drill. That's quite interesting. It sort of shows you which way you're going. I wonder what happens when those are individually filled up. Seems quite interesting. Looks like we have another broken machine. Okay, so we have this frozen forest, which I kind of want to access, but it doesn't seem like I can. Strange. Can, however, access this one. So let's try and build one. No, that's not what we want. Okay, so the first was to extract the I guess the goods. And then an industrial district, what that does, processes materials into prefabs or goods, can produce other resources with additional infrastructure. And requires 6. I think we'll need to break some land open. Do that. Yep, I'm happy to try it out and see if it works. We are just learning the game after all. Okay, checking in on our scouts. They're about 70% to their destination in the Highlands. Checking in on the Imperial Freighter. It still says 1 week, even though 1 week has passed. Nothing's happening there. And then the whale mining outpost is still going strong. Okay, so if we fast forward. Okay. Generator surplus injectors have been researched. And then looking up at a pop-up. Faye Hutchinson, 28, poet. Okay, so there's change in the air. I can smell it. It hangs above the council hall. Settles between the pages of the book. Except from under the snow when children run by. We've only taken a few small steps away from our old world traditions. Every great change starts with a single step. I'm so excited to see what the city is going to do. What the steward is going to do. Okay, well, progress does take time. But of course, reason is also important. Which now I see makes more sense because...
Funeral processions always have the right of way.
Good to know. Going back to my point, you know, there's progress, there's merit, and then there's reason. So it's a balance between the three. Of course, if you lean too much to one side, there could be problems. What do we need to research? Let's just check it out. Surplus injectors, which is under resources. And we've promised this to the New Londoners. Tax, plants, coal mines, food and energy efficiencies, or liquefied, upgrade. And this, I can't read what that says. Oh, it's a generator upgrade. What we can do is we're going to do weather adjusted shifts. We did promise this. You know, for instance, if you're a contractor or a builder, if it rains, you're not working or you're not doing a full day's work. So it does make sense. Okay, so our scouts have explored the destination. But of course a few of them did get injured. Alright guys, before we check these out, I'm going to end it for today. Thank you again for joining in. I hope you all enjoyed it. And if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Have a good one. Cheers.